Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I'm laughing so hard because I'm thinking about a Sagittarius very near and dear to my heart, and just how wonderful and charismatic and beautiful souls my Saggies are out there. So anyway, this is your reading for the waxing moon, which is May 29th, on May 29th, and this will take you until your full moon, woohoo, on June 5th. So the waxing moon period is really infused with energy, and it's when we're really like making our dreams happen, or we're working towards making our manifestations come into fruition. So let's go ahead and jump into this reading. It's for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node, whatever you might have. We're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs need to hear. I don't know. I think some of you guys are being jokesters out there, because as soon as I was like, okay, we're going to do Sag, I just got this, just this need to laugh, and like a good belly laugh. All right. Yeah, because some of you guys haven't been suffering or haven't been feeling so good. So hopefully you're coming out of it. All right, let's go ahead and see messages for Sag, May 29th through June 5th. Okay. Ooh, some of you guys are stuck in an unhappy union, marriage, job, something where you have a contract. Maybe even alone. Maybe you feel like you're stuck alone. Yeah, look at that. So why were you making me laugh, Sag? Maybe that's the dose, that's what you need. Or maybe it's just gotten to the point where you're laughing about it. You know, when something's so ridiculous that you just sort of like are like, you know what, I can only laugh about this. Yeah, okay. So overall energy, we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is Moon in Sagittarius. So exactly like I said, we are moving into this full moon in your energy, hands down. So we're getting confirmation of this reading, the time period, but a lot of you guys are this wounded warrior. Some of you with his head wrapped, you might be suffering from depression. You might have, it's taken you years, if not lifetimes, to collect all of these wands and all of these experiences. And you have that desire, that Sag push. You're optimistic. You guys are journeyers, you're philosophers, you're big picture type people, but something here has you down. Oof. Venus and Virgo, Nine of Pentacles energy. Some of you guys, it's being alone, having everything you want, but not having the person that you want to share it with. For others of you, it's just this need and this desire to be alone. You might be going crazy in sheltering in place, and previously where you could escape to work or whatever extracurricular activities, and now you feel stuck or you feel restricted. I can see that, or maybe you have a codependent partner, or dependents that, are really starting to make you feel suffocated because you want to spread your wings and fly, Sag. Your energy is the Six of Swords in reverse. So the Six of Swords is all about a transition, and there's some sort of resistance to this transition within. So I think there's something here that you need to do, but you're sort of getting caught up in like details or making excuses as to why you can't. It can be family, could be partner. You might be staying, I'm getting some of you are in an unhappy union, whether that's marriage or just, nonverbal or, verbal commitment, nonverbal commitment with someone, because you might have children together, you might share finances. And the timing is off, but I can see that you're kind of unhappy. The Six of Swords in reverse takes me to the Five of Swords, which is, that's Venus in Aquarius, and that's kind of tough energy. It's detached energy. So you guys might be feeling a bit detached. You might have lost sight of why you're fighting or what you're fighting for. So really trying to get back into that you need to have a rest and really get back in touch with what's going on, what you want, what you need, what it is you have to do. In your surroundings, you get the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is Venus in Aries. And this is in the reverse. This is my 1111 card. Some of you might have been trying to attract or draw in a soulmate energy or a twin flame, and that hasn't been happening because there's some sort of transition that needs to take place first. For others of you, maybe your partner has asked you for a divorce and that's coming out of the blue and you're completely shocked. And you might be financially dependent on this person. It's creating heartbreak, and you're really worried about the future, whether how you're going to how you're going to survive this financially or physically or what have you. The four of wands in reverse is also the need for gratitude, no matter where you are. So for those of you working with law of attraction, the Four of Wands is, I think I said Four of Swords, I meant Four of Wands. Next to the Sun card is the happiest card in the deck, and even when it's in the reverse, it's still not that bad. But it does talk to it does speak to a contract. For some of you, it's a karmic contract that needs to come to completion, or that is coming to completion. And so it's taking you back to the Three of Wands, like knowing that it's coming in, waiting for it to come in. And then for others of you, it's just this need, to know that you are protected, you are guided, but you need to wait a little bit longer, that there's divine timing at work here. You're being blocked by the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is Jupiter and Pisces energy. This is wish fulfillment. So again, some of you guys have been working with law of attraction. I'm seeing that big time here, but you might have been wishing for something that wasn't attainable or wasn't for your highest good, so you may not see it manifesting. So there's just a little warning here that when you're doing law of attraction, you can't wish for somebody specific, or you can't wish for things for other people. So it's like, it's really important that you maybe micromanage a little bit less and really go back and evaluate what it is you're wishing for. Careful what you're wishing for, because it may be something that you're manifesting now that doesn't match your energy or doesn't serve you, and so that's serving as a block for you. What's subconsciously affecting this situation? Queen of Pentacles. Some of you might be parents, you could be mothers. It could be your own parent, feminine energy, but the Queen of Pentacles is that earth energy. So it could be finances, it could be health, but more than anything, I feel like it has to do with either your pets or your children, something that you've nurtured, a business, maybe a YouTube channel, whatever it is that you've put a lot of hard work into. So this Queen of Pentacles, this is subconsciously, it could be your relationship with one of your parents, specifically your mother, that is affecting this situation. Okay, so just take a look at that. Could be health as well. Could be health. It could be money, not having enough, feeling like you don't have enough. In the recent past, we have the Eight of Wands. This is Aries, Leo, Sag. More specifically, it's Mercury and Sagittarius, so it's about your communication style. I'm getting, the Eight of Wands is all about, messages coming in really quickly, and, having some Sag friends and loved ones close to me. I know I can say this because I love them dearly, but oftentimes, it's a Sagittarius who's going to be putting their foot in their mouth, right? Saying something without quite thinking about it, or, not wanting to hurt someone's feelings, but saying something bluntly, or, in some sort of excited state. So I feel like this could have, in the past, this was all of this communication. And maybe it's something, maybe it's something you heard or you were told, or that you said that might have sort of triggered some of these anxieties and some of the sadness that I'm seeing. Okay, some of you might have realized, it could be a partner who was also moving away from you and you're holding on to that situation, okay? Because, maybe you have traditional views of marriage or don't want a divorce or what have you. What's coming in from above, you have the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak, sadness, betrayal, but it is the original trine. So I am picking up on, for some of you, it's about doing inner child work, but it's also about that relationship that you have with your parents, but more specifically with your mother. So looking at how your mother gave and received love, or what you learned from relationships with that original relationship, and are you recreating something that's healthy or not? Okay. In your future outcome, this is the Five of Pentacles. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. More explicitly, it's Mercury and Taurus. And, you know, Taurus is all about needs and all about home. And so I do see, you know, maybe some of you guys are realizing you can't stay in the home where you are right now. Maybe because of financial issues. I'm getting there might be like a lien on the house, or one of you or both of you, or somehow your finances have been affected, which is happening to people all over the place at the moment. But that, you know, that there are some lean times coming up ahead. For some of you, you're feeling abandoned. It's not about your finances, but it's about a situation, maybe a marriage, where you are sort of cutting your losses and deciding to go for whatever it is you want to anyways, regardless. Okay, even if you know that that journey is going to be a little bit harder, but you're no longer willing to just accept what's comfortable or the path of least resistance. For others of you, it's a spiritual journey, you know, and it's sort of that journey of the hermit, needing to, you know, just to do this, not really focusing on the mundane and on the material, but really focused on your spiritual side so that you can rectify this energy. And there's sort of this need for independence and this need for self-sufficiency that maybe somehow along the way you felt that you lost. Okay, or maybe you just, you know, maybe it's just your, you know, your partner or your family that's just making you feel a little bit suffocated. I know that sounds terrible, but I know I can say that to my Sagittarius out there and you won't take me the wrong way. All right, let's go. Ooh, there you go. Contract coming. I don't read oracle cards usually in reverse. Again, this is about balance. Some of you might be dealing with a Libra or a Taurus. 6 is my card of Venus. So Venus deals with love and finances. So you might have love and finances wrapped up in one, as in a partnership or a union, a marriage. For others of you, it is about leaving a marriage. You might have been finding out too that there was a third party, okay, which doesn't always have to be another person, but it could be feelings of betrayal. Angel of Strength, this is you stepping into your own power. This is not easy, and you're going to have to sort of tame your demons, do some healing work. But I think that's why I see, you know, this Five of Pentacles card coming out. It's not an easy journey, never is, and you're going to have to be strong. Goddess of the Moon, trust your intuition. What's beautiful here, we have 5, we have 6, we have 7. So this is telling me you're on the right path. You are exactly where you have to be, even if it feels uncomfortable. Because I said it earlier, some of my Sagittarius out there, you want to spread your wings and fly. You guys are about travel. You guys are about the big picture, those big experiences, and you might feel like your life has gotten a little bit small. You might be feeling weighed down by responsibilities of house, home, family, or job, and that's something you're really reevaluating. Okay? But here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. What a beautiful card. Beautiful card. So ultimately, this is the path to happiness. With some bumps in the road, some healing that needs to take place, some shadow work. Some of you might be going through a little bit of a dark night of the soul. Some of you are doing spiritual ascension, and I was saying this, I think, to Aries, or maybe it was in my daily, I don't remember, but people and things do drop away because our frequencies change. And so we can no longer tolerate, and I don't mean that in the sense of like, I can't tolerate it, but, you know, the energies don't match, and so you just can't be around those people or in those situations anymore. And you're not alone. I mean, it's a weird feeling because it can be someone or something that you used to love or spend a lot of time with or doing. And then all of a sudden it just doesn't, you can't be around it. But you're on a path to happiness, and that's something you have to remember. Okay, I'm going to pull Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle. You get belief, number 11. Look, some of you are definitely dealing with a Libra or have Libra in your chart, or just going through that process of weighing, you know, deciding what to do, the black versus the white, masculine versus feminine, you know, like what do I do? Weighing your options. The frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to source. Yeah. And some of you guys are realizing that you deserve more. If you've been with somebody that maybe you suspected of cheating, and you find out that they did, or maybe it's a job where they weren't being, they weren't honoring their part of the contract or the deal. And maybe you let that slide before, but it's just like you can't. And you don't really care if you take a pay cut or the risk. It's like, I'm worth more than that, and this has to be done. Third eye chakra, this is coming out. It's so funny. So I normally put this card here, but Spirit was like, put it over here. Why? Because the third eye chakra and the goddess of the moon, this is your intuition, the importance of trusting your intuition. The frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination, and our psychic powers. So your psychic abilities are raging right now, and I mean raging in a good way. But it's also like the need to trust your intuition on this one. Even if on paper you're like, I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna be a little bit financially unstable or at risk here, or I'm putting myself at risk. But Spirit's saying, trust it, trust the journey, inner strength. It's gonna get you, it's gonna bring you this Sun card, that happiness. Yes, Sag. All right, let's go. I'm going to pull the Mystical Shaman Oracle by Alberto Villoldo, Colette Baron Reed, and Marcela Lobo. And I'm going to read from the book, just so you know. Final message for Sag from May 29th through June 5th. Smoky mirror. Ooh, 47 breaks down to an 11. Yeah, so I am getting a lot of this Libran energy. Some of you this might go to the judicial system, whether it's a divorce or child custody, something along those lines. So you have 11, and then even though that's a 6, it just looks so much like my Libra card, okay? The smoky mirror represents the aspects of what is implied, yet cannot be immediately known in the world. The mystery of how things come together and how they fall apart without obvious causality. This symbol also represents the shadow of the human psyche, the parts of the self that one disowns. The smoky mirror can also represent a state of denial or the inability or refusal to see the truth. When the symbol of the smoky mirror appears, you're invited to see beyond your own self. Acknowledge that past the limits of your current ability to perceive, again, look at that third eye and the goddess of the moon energy. There is a vast interconnected world where events are orchestrated in divine order, but challenging to fully grasp. And we see that in this reading, these challenges. Oh, I love this. Now is the time to trust that no matter what the current conditions of your world reflect, heartbreak, sadness, okay, 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords in reverse. The hidden realms, all aspects of the human journey are celebrated. The beauty and the darkness, the misery and the courage. Yes, and we see that courage, misery. Ooh, you guys. My Saggies, you guys are going to like this because this is what you guys are all about. You know what I mean? This like philosophical, this big picture. Oh, I love it. Okay. No matter where you are on the journey, know that some things are meant to be a mystery, which you are meant to understand only through experience. Take heart, for the smoky mirror still ultimately show you beauty and wonder once the fog lifts the distortion you see now. Boom. That is awesome, Sagittarius. I was kind of wondering how this was all coming together, and this smoky mirror just brings it all together. If you need to, pause it, go back, listen to the description of that card. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. But most of all, I want to thank you for all your love and support, and I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.